Popcorn, popcorn, popcorn,
I'm excited.
Pumped.
You're excited too?
I'm super pumped.
How about you, Marcus?
Super excited.
You had to get close on that one. Strange. So we're going to start this week's popcorn show off. I am your host, Ryan. Today with me is JC.
What's up?
And of course we have Marcus.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
Yeah. Is who are mixing extraordinaire. So we're going to start this show off with the film The Pusher. Originally, it was directed by a director named Nicholas Winding. I think it's Refn, as the pronunciation of the name. He recently did the American films Drive, and then a movie we're going to be talking about later on that's called Only God Forgives, both which had Ryan Gosling in it. The first movie he made, I believe it was made in Norway. I think it's Norwegian. And they remade it in 2012 in a British setting. So the film is set in London, and it's a street dealer's life spinning out of control over the course of 1 week after he borrows money from a supplier. And it's supposed to be a sure thing. Yeah. But, you can definitely tell from the first going that, something's going to go wrong.
Yeah.
So the lead actor, who I thought was really good in the film, was an actor named Richard Coyle. Hadn't really seen him in much. Yeah. He played the main character, Frank. Yeah. Thought he did pretty good in it.
For the lead, he did pretty good.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the trailer. We'll come back and we'll talk about what we thought of the film. Here is Pusher.
Got a batch coming in from the dam.
It's risky, Frank.
How much?
Half a key.
That's a lot of gear, mate.
Frank, you're my friend, but you're my money.
Well, this way you'll get the $3,000 quicker.
Okay.
Get the gear up, do the deal, come back with the money. I don't have the dope, and I don't have the money.
Frank, you owe me 55,000.
I just need 2 days. 2 days.
Keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Just need more time.
Feels like you're on a train. You want to get off?
Where's the money?
I'll get it.
Now. Can you get it now? Right now!
Just need more time.
Time's up.
So that was The Pusher. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was very well done.
Mm-hmm.
For a British film especially.
The director on this was Louis Prieto. I think that's how they pronounce it. I'm horrible with pronunciation, by the way, like a typical American.
Yeah.
Just butcher
Just
everything.
wing it.
I just go right on
Just
through
wing
it. I pronounce it as I see it, I don't know what else to tell you. I didn't see the original. You didn't either.
No.
Did you, Mark?
I did not see the
Okay.
original.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for seeing it. So the main character, Frank, has a girlfriend. I thought she was pretty attractive.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Yeah.
Not bad?
Not bad.
Okay. Her name was Flo, is the character's name. Basically, drug dealer, owes a bunch of money, has to get it or they're going to kill him.
Classic.
Not totally original.
Yeah.
I thought the way it was shot was cool.
Yeah. The music was really good.
You liked it?
I
You liked
really
that?
liked the music. Yeah. It fit
That
the
trancey.
It fit the movie well, I thought.
I thought it was cool. It kind of reminds me of Go. Did you ever see Go?
No.
Okay.
Is that the Brad Pitt movie?
No, it isn't. No, Go is the movie about the girl in Vegas owes a bunch of money to a drug dealer, has to get the money or she gets hurt.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Sarah Polley, I believe, was in it.
I don't even know who it is.
Actress, late 90s, pretty good movie. The director of Swingers, I think it was his follow-up picture from Swingers. He did the movie Go, and then he went on to go do the Firstborn film, and then he also did the Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie project.
Mr. and Mrs. Smith, right?
That is right.
Nice. Got one.
I was right, with Vince Vaughn as well. So going back to Pusher, I didn't see the original. Nobody saw the original. Can't compare it to it. Wouldn't be fair. I thought it was okay. The end thing was a little weird.
Yeah, it was definitely a surprise, I guess, but random. Definitely.
Were you bored at all?
Yes, I was definitely bored.
During the film you were?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you
'Cause I
easily
think
bored?
Not really, especially with movies. I get
Okay.
pretty sucked into,
Okay.
basically anything. But I don't know. Like it's just
90-minute movie. Not
Yeah,
terribly
not
long.
too, it felt longer.
Wow.
It did. Because,
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's the classic, drug story. But
So we got to come up with a rating system for the show.
Can we do kernels like out of 5 kernels, like 5.5, or like
I don't know.
4.5
what is it?
kernels?
Like a bad movie would be a dud?
A bad movie would just be like
One kernel?
1 kernel or half a kernel.
A half a kernel. Half a kernel is really low budget. Like, you're in trouble if you got half a kernel.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we could try the kernel thing. I think we could do crowns. I think the kernel.
Colonel works.
The kernel. Not Colonel Sanders, mind you, but popcorn kernel.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so I would give on a scale of, let's do 10 kernels.
10 kernels is the highest?
Yeah, 10
Okay.
kernels. 10 kernels sounds crazy.
Yeah.
Sounds like you have a small diamond mind. I'm sitting on 10 kernels.
Or yeah.
It's a
So-
handful of popcorn.
I would probably rate it at around, I would say probably about 5 kernels.
Yeah, I give it about 5 too.
5 kernels.
Yeah, maybe 5.3.
5.3.
5.3 kernels.
It's funny how that's actually the average user rating on IMDb is 5.3. Maybe you just, it's just a coincidence, I guess.
Wait, seriously, it is? Oh,
It is. Out of 2,000 out of 2,000 users, the average rating is 5.3.
yeah.
So, not terribly huge by any means. All right, so let's, see it if it's free. I guess that's the kind of.
Which it is. It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's where you saw it. I got it from Redbox. I didn't even know it was on Netflix. I wish I would have got it from there.
I think it's worth watching. It's just not, don't expect to be blown out of the water or anything like that. It's not.
Blown out of the water. Okay. All right, so the next movie that we're going to move on to is Identity Thief. It is Identity Thief, or is it Identity Theft?
I think it's Thief.
Thief?
Is it theft?
I think it's
Thief or
Identity
theft? Thief? I think it's thief. I believe it's
'Cause
thief.
she's the thief.
That sounds about right. Yeah, she is the thief. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at the trailer. I'm sure you've seen this a million times on TV. We're going to show it to you one more time, and then we'll talk about what we liked and what we didn't like and give it our kernel rating.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Says we gotta cut the card. You don't pay your bills.
I pay my bills. Swipe it one more time. Nothing wrong with that card.
Randy, go get a debit
Sandy.
card. Sandy. Es un nombre de una mujer. Yo soy Sandy. Ay, mi nombre es Sandy.
I bet that was hurtful, wasn't it?
Hurtful.
exceeded the credit limit. I used the card for coffee and gas. Florida, rate beyond water sports? Never heard of it. I'm in Colorado. We don't have beaches. You know, we're landlocked.
Miss Patterson, you missed your court date in Florida 3 days ago.
I've never even been to Florida.
Pull a mugshot.
What the hell is this?
If I had to guess, this is the person who stole your identity.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling.
Sandy Bigelow. Patterson.
Every day I'm hustling.
What the?
Your receipt.
You know what? Keep the card. It's done.
Look at her. She's like a hobbit. I can handle her. Going after Bilbo.
This is crazy. You don't chase criminals. You're not Batman. Oh, my neck.
Neck hurts, huh? Why don't we swap information? Sandy, Bigelow, Patterson. Bigelow's such a rare name.
It's a family name. Jeremiah Bigelow was a pretty well-known bear hunter.
Sounds brave. Here's my driver's license with my name, Sandy Bigelow Patterson. Gotcha. Are you crazy? We're gonna have a little talk.
We can be adults about this.
Yeah, let's. Oh, thank God. You're all right, though, huh?
Yeah, rental car doesn't even have a scratch on it.
Woo! That's great news. Car's fine. What's more important...
Oh, you should have put your hazards on.
I'm an outlaw. I'm an outlaw.
So that's the Jason Bateman Future Funk volume thing. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. So that was the Jason Bateman, Melissa McCarthy feature. There was a lot of hype about this. This was the follow-up film to Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
She hadn't really done anything. This is her first starring role. She went from not even on the top of the banner on Bridesmaids to essentially an A-listing star.
Yeah, she did.
Off that one performance.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did you think?
I thought it was one of those movies where they take every funny part of it and use it in the trailer, so there's not a whole lot that you're surprised.
The snake
by.
scene wasn't in the trailer.
Yeah, that is true. That was a very funny scene. But I mean, I'm not the biggest Jason Bateman fan. I mean,
really?
I like him.
Oh.
I do like him, but he plays the same.
Let's take the
role.
gloves off.
Here we go.
He plays the same role in every movie.
Which is what? Excellent? The same excellent role?
Which is probably
super funny.
What he's like in
great
real life.
deadpan. I mean, the guy kills deadpan. What do you think, Mark?
I think he's a really good deadpan player. Along with what would you consider Michael Cera? Is he deadpan?
Also very deadpan. Very deadpan delivery. They're able to deliver
dry humor.
Dry and be able to say kind of outrageous things with a straight face.
Yeah.
When Mark comes on, it's almost like the voice of God. The volume level, it's like
this is God talking.
He's got his lips right on the microphone. I mean,
yes.
if they got any closer, they'd be infused together. Nice.
Yes.
The creepy.
I am Morgan Freeman.
Here we go. So, directed by Seth Gordon. Okay. I thought that T.I. not needed. The whole people following him thing, unneeded storyline.
Yeah.
Totally not needed.
Yeah, because not much came of it.
No, just have him go get her.
Yeah, it was.
You don't need people tracking him down. You don't need the
Yeah.
bounty hunters.
Yeah.
There was no good laughs there.
Yeah, no.
None.
And I thought it was very predictable too. How it ended.
Super. I mean, I thought Jason Bateman killed it. I thought Melissa McCarthy had a couple funny parts.
Yeah.
But the milkshake song, seriously, once, twice.
Too
good.
much.
I got it.
Yeah.
I got the song. At the end of it, that's all that I took away from it was there was a lot of the milkshake song.
Well, I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Due Date with Robert Downey Jr.
I did. I like Due Date.
I felt like this movie was very similar to Due Date.
It's a road picture.
Trip.
Yeah, and that's what I got from Identity Thief.
There was some funny parts to it. I didn't think the hotel thing was very funny. the sex
Yeah,
the
that
thing.
was
and-
weird.
Yeah,
It was awkward.
yeah, I didn't think that was very funny. All in all, I just think that, I was expecting more. I think most people were.
Yeah.
I think some critics were a little harsher. The average score based on 35,000 users was 5.6.
Yeah.
So a little bit better. I think that's what the overall show is going to kind of be today.
Yeah.
So, Identity Thief. Definitely watch it if it's on Netflix.
Yeah.
Watch it if it's on HBO.
Yeah.
It's not going to hurt you.
No.
So,
It's-
I would say it's a little bit on par with The Pusher. I'd say
Yeah.
5 kernels.
I'd say 5.
I would say like
Maybe 6.
I would say 5.6 kernels.
So you want
to
to
be,
just
I just want to be right on,
exact same.
right on with IMDb.
Okay. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, God.
Yeah. Chiming.
You're welcome.
Creepy. All right, so next film we're going to talk about is A Good Day to Die Hard. Let me start off by saying I am a huge fan of the first 3 Die Hard films.
Yeah.
Especially Die Hard 1.
That's the best one.
Die Hard 1 is classic.
Yeah.
Alan Rickman is the bad guy in Die Hard 1. Fantastic.
Yeah.
John McTiernan directed it. He went on to go do some amazing films. Predator 1. Yeah,
didn't
he
know
did
that.
Predator. Yep. He did a movie even a couple of years ago with John Travolta called Basic that was really good. If you haven't seen that, Basic's a really good movie. So Die Hard 1's fantastic. It basically built Bruce Willis's career.
Yeah.
He had Moonlighting going on, and then he did that, and it just kind of rocket launched him from there. So the second one I liked. It was filmed at Dulles.
Yeah.
Thought it was very cool.
It was.
The third one I thought was great with the introduction of the Samuel L. Jackson character. The fourth one, Live Free or Die Hard, personally to me, started to go a little bit downhill.
I thought it was definitely good, but it was different than the first 3. Very
Yeah.
different.
It just doesn't have
Yeah.
the same grittiness, I think,
Yeah.
that the first 3 had.
Yeah.
You really felt like John McClane, Bruce Willis's character, was this just really gritty cop who's able to get his ass kicked and just get up and keep going.
Yeah.
That was, his superhero strength, for a lack of a better word, was he can take a punch.
Yeah.
Because the guy, in the first Die Hard, he doesn't have shoes on. He has to run through glass.
Yeah.
That whole thing. The one thing that kind of gets a little old, too, is the necessity to always fall back on the trigger line. The yippee-ki-yay.
Yeah.
I don't know,
It's gotta. I feel like it's gotta be in all the movies, but maybe they should stop.
or just work it in better. Because
Yeah.
when they dropped it in this one, it just felt so forced.
Yeah, it did feel forced.
Yeah.
When he said it, it was like, oh, come on.
Just ching, check that
Yeah.
box. We got it. Good job, man. All right, it's a wrap for the day. He said the line. We're good to go. I'm calling the marketing people. Yes, he says yippee-ki-yay. We're good. We're good on our end. Yes, good opening weekend. He says the line. Who cares about the script? He said the line. So let's go ahead and watch the trailer for this. It's A Good Day to Die Hard. Bruce Willis in Russia.
Do you know what I hate about the Americans? Everything. Especially cowboys.
American?
Yeah, New York.
Are you cop?
Yeah. It's gonna be loud.
How'd you know I was a cop? You don't look like a lawyer.
Dad? This is what you've been doing? 007 of Plainfield, New Jersey.
Relax, you're safe now.
Contact! my ass.
This guy's bad news. Terrorism, weapons-grade uranium, nukes. Someone's got to stop him.
Attaboy. Knock, knock.
Whoa.
What is this, a pirate gun?
It's old school. Like you, right?
Right.
I guess you've done this before.
Don't encourage him.
Me and my boy here, we're gonna put a whooping on you. Really? Really? You crazy? A little bit.
You go looking for trouble, or does it always find you?
I still ask myself the same question.
So John McClane travels to Russia to help out his seemingly wayward son Jack, only to discover that Jack is a CIA operative working to prevent a nuclear weapons heist, causing the father and son to team up against the underworld Russian forces. I just don't, I don't know. I don't need the son.
No, I think they only did that because in the last one, they brought his daughter in.
They had the daughter who had a minor part.
Yeah.
But they had Justin Long, the daughter's boyfriend,
Yeah.
have a major role in the film.
Right.
I think because it worked so well with Die Hard 3, making it a buddy picture.
Right.
They're just trying to reinvent that will.
Like a sidekick or
I
something.
hope for the last Die Hard, because they are talking about making one more in 2014 or 2015.
Yeah.
I just hope the last one's just him.
Yeah.
If there's going to be another one, they've gotten my money every single time. I've either paid to rent the movie or I've seen it in the theater. As a fan, from a fan perspective, please just do John McClane.
Yeah.
And, just have him by himself, take out some bad guys.
He's a great character, so.
He is. He doesn't need to be in Russia.
No.
He's fine just being in the good old United States.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm saying. I would rate this a little bit better than The Pusher. But I could be, biased because I am a big John McClane fan. So I would give it 6 kernels.
I think I'd give it 7.
Ooh,
just because I'm a big fan of Die Hard. So
even higher. What about you?
I would probably give it like 6.5.
Okay. The average rating from IMDb on this one is based out of 81,000 users. That's more than the last 2 films. Is 5.4.
Wow.
Yep.
Really?
Not really knocking it out the park, you know. The acting for the most part, the twist just didn't surprise me. And Die Hard was kind of known for that twist. And after the third one, it just didn't work anymore.
Yeah.
Timothy Oliphant was in the 4th one.
Yeah.
Live Free, Die Hard. But you kind of knew he was a bad guy from the get-go. There was no big twist there. Jeremy Irons, like all the other Die Hards, had cool twists, man. The bad guy, Alan Rickman, Hans Gruber. The second one, you didn't know that army general was in on it.
Yeah.
That whole part was cool because you thought he was coming to help John McClane, and then he was part of it all. And then the third one, the whole time you're thinking, all right, this is like some sort of terrorist act, but it was really just stealing money. That was cool too. So, I don't know. I would recommend, if it's on Netflix or something like that, just watch it.
Yeah.
But, don't get too mad at the series about this. Hopefully, this is a small misstep, and they'll come back again. Bring John McTiernan back. He directed the first and the third one. Why not?
Yeah.
So, okay, the next movie we're going to talk about, those are our 3 videos that are either on Redbox or they're on Netflix right now. You can get them. So nothing that's in the theater this moment. Let's go ahead and talk about our classic movie of the week, which is the classic late 80s film called My Blue Heaven with Steve Martin and Rick Moranis. It was made in 90. I saw this in the theater. Were you even born yet, JC?
When was it made?
90.
No.
So JC was not even born yet. I was already 10.
I was not cognitive yet.
You weren't either?
Well, I was born in '87, so
You were 3 years
I was
old.
3 years. I wouldn't have.
You were busy playing with Muppet Babies.
Correct.
Okay. So, My Blue Heaven, I think it's a classic.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Let's go ahead and check out the trailer.
Vincenzo. Mamma. Vieni, cara. Oh, Mama.
Former gangster Vincent Vinny Antonelli
I'm a new man.
is being placed under federal protection.
Not the old me.
Hidden in suburbia,
This is the new me.
assigned his own personal FBI agent.
Now, this is a real nice house. It's one of the nicest we've ever moved anyone like you into.
Hey, Linda, what do you think? I always promised you a nice house somewhere in America.
Let's not get carried away, okay, Vinny?
It's gonna be a lot easier if you two start calling each other Terry and Todd.
It's a nice house, Terry, okay?
No, you're Terry and he's Todd.
When Wilbur will call. Thanks for everything. I really appreciate it. And even is nice.
This is my job. I get paid. You don't tip FBI men.
Sure you do. That leads you to my blue heaven.
The man is a government asset. He has to testify at 2 major mob trials in New York in the immediate future.
Being in the witness protection program may save Vinny's life.
Boom.
I just want you to keep your nose clean. Capiche?
You trying to say capiche?
Yeah.
Well, don't do it, because it hurts my ears when you do it.
But who's going to save the suburbs from Vinny?
You know, it's dangerous for you to be here in the frozen food section.
Why is that?
Because you could melt all this stuff.
The comedy that asks the question, can an urban hood find suburban hood?
Would you like to try a vanilla bran oat crunchy?
What do you think?
Steve Martin, Rick Moranis.
Have a nice day. Up yours.
So My Blue Heaven, Steve Martin plays Vincent Vinny Antonelli. You've got Rick Moranis playing Barney Cooper Smith. Now the story, the premise is Steve Martin's character is in the witness protection program. His FBI assigned agent is Rick Moranis, Barney Cooper Smith. Both of them going through things in their life. Now the behind the scenes on this whole story is it's a husband and wife writing team. The wife wrote this script. The husband went on to write Goodfellas. Both about movies dealing with the mafia. One took a dramatic turn, the other took a comedic turn. Originally, there was a bunch of people supposed to play Steve Martin's role, and Steve Martin was supposed to actually play Rick Moranis' role. They tried to get the film made for 2-3 years like that. John Candy, James Belushi, a ton of people were attached to play the Vinny role. Nobody ended up doing it, and so Steve Martin finally just said, I'll do it, I'll take on the role myself. And then they got Rick Moranis to come in and play Barney Cooper Smith. I think it would have been interesting, having watched the film, seeing Steve Martin in the Rick Moranis character's role. I could really see him in that. And it was kind of written for him in that role. Yeah. And he ended up going the other route, playing the other character.
Yeah. But, I mean, I don't know, Barney Cooper Smith, there wasn't a whole lot of humor assigned to that.
Dry humor.
Character, yeah.
Which Steve Martin is good with. He's
yeah,
very
he
good
is.
with the dry humor.
Yeah.
And you had the whole funny dancing sequences and everything like that. So, you know, Joan Cusack is in the film as well.
Right.
She plays kind of the love interest for Barney Cooper Smith.
She's great.
Yeah, she's always pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the whole scene with the turtle. You remember where the turtle goes down the drain? Yeah. And there's just a lot of funny things, I think, in the film. It's a classic movie, you know. It's 23 years old now? 23 years old.
Yeah.
I still think it's funny. It's clean.
Yeah.
It's PG-13. I don't even really know why.
Because they dropped the F-bomb once.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which part did they drop the F-bomb?
I can't remember. I forget who does it, but I don't think it's either of the main characters. I forget who it is, though. But yeah, you know, they dropped that once. You got to put the PG-13 stamp on it.
Yeah, there's no nudity in it. There's
No.
nothing like that in it. There's no vulgar sex talk or anything like that. There's just some funny situational comedy. You've got this gangster who's dressed in this, crazy red suit, who's out in his yard and he's mowing the grass in this very formal, very expensive Italian design suit. So I think that for a lot of people, it's kind of funny to see.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. And I do like I said, Joan Cusack. She's always pretty good. And I like that she always does the over-the-top roles, which Steve Martin's pretty good at too. So, I don't know. I think they all three worked well together.
She was a real good counter to them.
Yeah.
I'd probably give this on a scale of the Colonel scale. For me, probably get about a 7 Colonels.
I'd probably say about 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah, because I liked it better. I liked it better than I liked the last one that we did.
Die Hard?
Die Hard. Yeah, I liked it better than that one. So I'll give it 7.5.
Now, what do you think the IMDb users gave it? Average rating?
6.4.
Close. 6.1. Based on 11,000 users.
Harsh critics out there.
Very, very harsh critics. Okay, so let's go ahead and start talking about our upcoming stuff. We've got the first one we're going to talk about is Pacific Rim. So let's go ahead and check out that trailer and we'll talk a little bit about it.
Gypsy Danger, report to Bay 08. Kaiju, Category 3.
Pilot-to-pilot connection. Engaged.
Gentlemen, your orders are to protect the city of 2 million people. Then let's go fishing.
Alien life. They came from deep beneath the Pacific. The first made land in San Francisco.
If you want to stop them, you have to understand them. Their sole purpose was to aim for the populated areas and take out the vermin. Us.
Or we could just blow them to pieces. The Jaeger program was born. 2 pilots, mind melding through memories with the body of a machine.
2,500 tons of awesome.
We started winning. Then it all changed. They counted on the humans to hide, to fail. They never considered we would rise to the challenge.
Today we face the monsters that are at our door. We are canceling the apocalypse. Pacific Rim.
A war between humankind and the monstrous sea creatures wages on. Former pilot and trainee are paired up to drive a seemingly obsolete special weapon in desperate effort to save the world from apocalypse. Godzilla versus Robot Wars, essentially.
Yeah.
Dudes in mecha suits, or women, I'm sorry. Dudes and dudettes.
Let's be fair.
You never use that word. Whoever says dudette.
Dudette.
It's like a
Dudette.
It's like a narc. Oh, really? Dudette?
The nerd dog.
I don't know. When's the last time you heard dudette?
No, I've never used it. That's for sure.
That's how they know you're a cop. Hey, dudes and dudettes. Where can a good-looking guy score some liquor, huh? Dudettes, huh? So there's men and women. They're in the heads of these robots, I guess. It's the heads, right?
I think so.
It's like Robot Wars. You guys
Yeah.
don't remember that, but
No, never seen it.
You know, same idea, but guys fought each other.
Yeah.
This one, I guess some creatures have come up from the deep, and they are attacking and destroying civilization.
So to combat, they use robots.
They do. What do you think? Are you going to see this?
Yeah, I'm a fan of Guillermo del Toro, so.
What movies are you a fan of his?
I saw Pan's Labyrinth and Hellboy. Seen
Did you
all of
watch
those.
Pan's Labyrinth with subtitles or dubbed?
Subtitles.
Okay.
Yeah, because, I mean, I hate reading movies, but you got to, sacrifice a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. I agree on that one. What else are you a fan of?
I gotta say those. I've seen all the Hellboys.
Hellboy?
Yeah.
What about you?
Hellboy 2 was way better than Hellboy 1, I
Really?
think. I didn't really like the mutant dogs in Hellboy 1. I thought that was kind of cheesy.
I just didn't. Hellboy 2 was like visually looked awesome in parts, but I thought the end was kind of a letdown.
I felt like that too. I thought it was visually stunning, but
the beginning was amazing.
Yeah.
Dude. The animation about the war, how the whole crown was split up or whatever, was very cool. But I was kind of let down. We're talking about Hellboy 3, by the way.
When are they going to do that one?
Well, Ron Perlman is in Pacific Rim, like he's been in a bunch of Guillermo del Toro's movies. And they got the two of them together for some press junket for this movie. Somebody straight up asked him, would you want to do another Hellboy? And they said, totally. The thing is, I think he has this new contract with Legendary, who did Pacific Rim. So he might be kind of tied into that. And I'm not sure who owns the Hellboy rights if it's another movie company. So we'll just have to see. They got to do something soon, though. Because, another couple of years goes by, Ron Perlman, I don't know if he's going to be able to do Hellboy again.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm not exactly sure. I want to see the movie.
Yeah.
I don't go see tons of movies in the theaters anymore because it's a hassle and they're expensive and
But
everything
if
there.
there's a lot of stuff going on, you need to get in the theater. I'd
Yeah,
say.
for something like this where you're going to
Yeah.
have huge monsters and huge robots fighting, I want to see that on a massive screen with awesome sound.
Yeah.
The next movie, Grown Ups 2, not going to see in the theater.
No.
Mark, what about you?
Probably wait for Redbox or Netflix.
I saw the first Grown Ups in the theater.
I did not. I think I rented it and
still let down.
Yeah.
What? Did you see the first one in the theater?
No, I saw it in Redbox.
And what did you think of the first one?
See, my fiance loves David Spade.
Oh, really?
She loves David Spade and
Rob Schneider?
Andy Dick.
Oh, Andy Dick.
Yeah, it's like
dude.
the most random actors, like the actors that nobody's
Jeez,
fans
dude.
of.
Andy Dick.
She loves Andy Dick.
Oh my
man.
god, dude.
Yeah, I'm surprised Andy Dick is not in Grown Ups 2.
Was he in? He's not in Grown Ups 1.
Yeah.
Why would he? They just induct him into it.
Yeah, apparently. Bro, I guess not. So
I don't even know what Andy did. The last thing I saw with Andy Dick, he was on like Rehab, one of the Rehab shows on VH1.
Celebrity Rehab.
Yeah, he was, man, with Dr. Drew, and he was just annoying people there.
Yeah.
He's a yeah. So that sucks. You have to watch Andy Dick movies.
Yeah. Do you remember Dickie Roberts?
Oh God.
This is Knucking Futz.
That's David Spade though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Were we talking about Andy Dick?
Yeah.
What was the last Andy Dick movie?
Oh, dude.
He did that documentary with he's like trying to like make a documentary about himself.
Andy Dick. Did she like root out Andy Dick films?
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at Andy Dick's acting career right now. We're probably pushing this poor bastard over the edge. I know that there's a story about him getting punched in the face by John Lovitz. They were both on news radio together.
Yeah.
And I think Andy Dick replaced Phil Hartman. I don't know if they were on the same time. Something happened, man. So he has not done really any movies I've heard of. Hoodwink 2?
That's an animated movie.
Kissing Strangers? He was on some episodes of CSI.
Who isn't?
Yeah.
Flo the Progressive Girl was on an episode of CSI.
He was on an episode of ER. Wow, ER was still on the air in 2007? Damn, that show ran on forever.
Yeah.
I think the last big movie he was in was Employee of the Month.
Oh, was that with
Dane Cook?
Dane Cook
Yeah, it
and
was.
Jessica Simpson?
Yeah.
That was the last film he was big movie he was in. The Reef 2, High Tide. That's another animated thing. He's got a new movie coming out called Live Nude Girls.
That's a porno.
I was gonna say I think that's a documentary. It's out.
Live Nude Girls. It says 2013. He's rumored to play Adam, so he's not even confirmed.
That's weird.
So when you say she loves Andy Dick movies, you must be thinking about the classics. Give me 1 second, and I'll find those. Old School. She probably likes that.
Yeah.
Because he's the sex ed teacher. Pauly Shore's Dead. Zoolander. Dr. Dolittle 2. Dude, Where's My Car? Road Trip.
I mean,
Inspector Gadget.
It seems like he's doing a lot more like voiceover work instead of like doing actual acting work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he does have that character voice. He's kind of like David Cross from Arrested Development. He kind of has that like character voice.
David Cross is a legend and hilarious. I don't think we should bring him up next to Andy Dick. Sorry, Mr. Cross, if you're watching this. Mark doesn't know any better. On that note, let's go ahead and check out this Grown Ups 2 trailer.
Remember we used to come here after we got wasted.
What's wasted?
When you have a hankering for ice cream.
Well, I want to get wasted. I want to get totally wasted. I want to get chocolate wasted.
I'm so glad we left the city. This is such a good place to raise a family.
Oh, do I love you with all my heart? I do now.
Excuse me for a second.
Open the window.
Why don't you open it, you...
Riding your bike to school in the morning. You couldn't do that in L.A.
Yeah, thank God there's no crazy people out here.
How did you become a cop after all that crap we did growing up?
Put your hands in the air. And wave them like you just don't care. Say ho! Say ho!
I can't believe we used to jump off this.
Hey, this is Kappa Eta Sigma property. Easy there, Abercrombie. Hey! What? Hey, fellas, that was a good handshake. We got a good one, too. It goes like this.
Oh, how you doing, sir?
Very good, sir.
Oh, man. We're going to take off that way.
Naked.
You guys are losers.
I was inside you! You're gonna like this.
Hi, girl. Wash it up. Extra soapy. You take these eyes, we'll take the yellow car.
Oh, what is happening right now?
Well, I might as well enjoy this.
Your car is filthy.
So my favorite Adam Sandler film is Happy Gilmore.
Those are good. I'm not the biggest fan of Adam Sandler, especially his new stuff, but I don't know. Back then, I guess he was.
That's My
he
Boy
funny.
was funny.
That's My Boy was not funny with Vanilla Ice
I
in
loved
it.
it, dude.
Vanilla Ice was
Yeah.
terrible, dude.
I've never even.
I thought it
heard
was. I
of
thought it was
that movie.
awesome.
Uncle, what was his name? Uncle Vanilla or
Uncle Vanny.
Uncle?
It's like Uncle
creative.
Vanny or something.
Uncle Vanny.
It's hilarious, dude. The movie was funny. Super funny. He had
Never
Rex
even
Ryan,
heard
who was
of
like the
that movie.
huge Patriot fan in the movie.
Yeah, but
It's funny,
like
man.
the last moment of the movie, doesn't he get like so like kind of like serious but the
Oh.
whole movie he's acting like a douchebag. The whole
Well, he's
movie.
like a little bit of a better dad at the end of the movie. I mean, I don't go into it thinking what kind of morals am I going to walk away with.
Okay.
But I mean, I thought it was just funny. I mean, that's the point of the Adam Sandler. I like Adam Sandler. Look, he's made quality pictures.
Yeah.
Did you ever see Punch Drunk Love?
I have not.
Did you see that?
No.
All right. Why don't you go both watch that? Come back to me.
And then we'll talk.
Well, I think he's a decent actor, actually.
I think he's a good actor. I think his humor's gone downhill for sure.
I thought you didn't like That's My Boy?
I've never heard of it.
Oh, that you got to see that. I thought it was funny, man. Him and Sandberg.
See, he's churning out too many movies. I almost think he's like doing like a Will Ferrell kind of like. I know you love Semi-Pro. I'm gonna bash Semi-Pro right now.
Oh, Semi-Pro is awesome. Don't even listen to this. dude.
Semi-Pro is like I could not get through it.
This is thin ice, my friend. Thin, razor thin. Semi-Pro is a classic. Everybody love everybody, man. You don't remember that line?
Mm-mm.
It's fantastic, man. Everybody love everybody.
Maybe I need to rewatch that
You
movie.
need to, man.
But I just like first impression wasn't that good.
That
Like,
movie is hilarious. All the little small jokes, you're just not getting them. There's a scene with the whole Michael Jackson thing was hilarious, where it's him and what's his name, Will Arnett are sitting there, and they're doing the commentary, and they're talking about there's a Michael Jackson song on, and they're talking about the Jackson 5. One of them was like, "There's something not right with the small one," and it's just the placing of that. Like when he gets into the fight with the referee, and he's like, "Thanks for staying, Dick," and he's like, "Oh, I'm not staying. I'm just waiting till commercial break." And he's like, "We go to the same church," and he's like, "Not anymore." Right over his head. So anyway, Semi-Pro's a classic. Mark doesn't know what he's talking about.
Okay, ranking wise.
Yes.
Would you rank which one is better?
Okay.
Ballad of the Talladega Nights movie.
Yeah.
Or Semi-Pro.
I like Semi-Pro more.
Really?
There's a lot of things I like about Talladega Nights. I love Shake and Bake. I'm a
Shake-
huge John C. Reilly fan.
Shake and bake, baby.
Shake and bake.
But if I have to choose a Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly film,
okay,
I'm going with Step Brothers.
Yeah, that movie I liked. That movie was funny. Talladega Nights, I was not crazy about. I laughed, but
dude, Boats and Hoes, man.
Boats and Hoes.
Awesome, bro.
But like, how do you follow up Anchorman? And I feel like that's what Will Ferrell was trying
Step
to do.
Brothers, dude.
Yeah. Well, Talladega Nights came out before Step
Did.
Brothers.
I thought Talladega Nights is funny. Shake and Bake is hilarious.
Yeah.
Man. The whole Jesus thing.
Sweet baby Jesus?
I like my Jesus to wear a tuxedo T-shirt. You know, I thought it was hilarious. The whole thank you to all the sponsors.
Yeah.
It was like 30 sponsors. I thought the other thing was funny too about, what's his name? Sacha Baron Cohen's character.
Yeah.
It was funny, man.
I liked it.
Andy Richter is his gay partner.
I
Andy Richter
forgot about
is
that.
hilarious, by the way.
Andy Richter needs to get more credit.
He's Semi-Pro. He's awesome, dude.
Really?
Yeah, the bears coming after him. It's so funny, man. It's so funny. Like, do you not remember the Jive Turkey scene?
No, I don't remember that. I have to watch. I'll watch it again and reevaluate my opinion. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
The scene is awesome. Will Arnett, Will Ferrell. It's classic. So let's talk about Grown Ups. I'm not going to see Grown Ups 2 in the theater. It could be funny. You never know.
Yeah.
It could be. There's a chance. I'll watch it when it comes out on Redbox.
Yeah. I might not see it ever.
Really?
I'll watch it.
I mean,
did you see Grown
if
Ups
I get
1?
around to it, yeah, I did. I don't remember anything from it.
Okay.
It's been a while.
And you didn't like Grown Ups 1.
I actually enjoyed Grown Ups 1. I do like Rob Schneider was in the first
He
one.
was. And they made fun of him because he was with the super old lady.
Yeah, and
which was kind of funny.
And his daughter was like super
hot.
Yeah.
I just didn't care for the Chris Rock character.
Yeah.
Not funny.
Yeah.
I like Kevin James. Kevin James is funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
David Spade didn't have much of a character in it.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go from a funny movie to something scary. Let's check out this trailer for this new film, The Conjuring.
All right, it's 9:18. We're headed down into the cellar where the doors just opened on its own. Give us a sign that you want to communicate with us. Nothing.
What are you guys?
Well, we've been called ghost hunters, paranormal researchers.
But we prefer to be known simply as Ed and Lorraine Warren.
There's someone here that would like to talk to you.
There's something horrible happening in my house.
It's November 1st, 1971. I'm sitting here with Carolyn Perrin, who, with her family, has been experiencing supernatural occurrences. You picking up anything in here, hon?
Something awful happened here, Ed.
What is it? Whatever Lorraine sees, feels, touches, it takes a toll on her. A little piece each time.
You have a lot of spirits in here, but there's one that I'm most worried about because it is so hateful. Look what she made me do. We have to get out of here.
That's not gonna help.
This thing has latched itself to your family.
Father, we never seen nothing like this.
I'm coming with you.
No way. I can't lose you.
There's a lady in a dirty nightgown that I see in my dreams. She's standing in front of my mom's bed. Do you want to see him?
Yeah.
When the music stops, you see him in the mirror standing behind you.
So The Conjuring is the new film from director James Wan. Most people are probably familiar with Wan's work on Saw movie.
Yeah.
Insidious.
Great movies.
Mm-hmm. He did the Death Sentence movie, which I really thought was cool, which was a remake of a classic. I think it was one of the Charles Bronson films made with Kevin Bacon. I thought it was really, really good. I understand he's doing the new Fast and the Furious 7, which is kind of interesting because it's a real departure getting a style of director like he is compared to what they've been working with. That makes me a little curious to check out the next. I didn't see the last Fast and the Furious, and I haven't really cared for them, very much
They
at
keep
all.
coming out, and I keep caring less.
But now that he's directing one, I might actually check it out. I liked Insidious. Did you see Insidious?
Yeah, I really liked it, too.
Did you see Insidious?
I have not seen Insidious.
It's good.
I thought it was good.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I liked the Saw movies.
To be honest, the last scary movie that I saw was who's the Harry Potter guy? What's his name?
Woman in Black?
I saw Woman in Black.
Dude, did you just wait, or what happened?
I waited for the DVD to come out on Redbox.
Damn, that was a while ago, man.
I know, that was the last scary movie.
You just don't like scary movies?
Fiance doesn't like scary movies.
Really?
Because Andy Dick's not in them.
Oh, brought the dick out.
Nice. Brought her back around.
Just managed to work that dick back in.
Nice.
So let's go ahead and I'm going to see The Conjuring. My girlfriend, unlike yours, loves horror movies.
Yeah. I like horror movies. I don't get a chance to see them as often.
Why?
Because not a lot of people go with me.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm not going by myself.
We will go with you.
Okay.
JC. My girlfriend loves horror movies, and there's a pretty good theater right down the road. So, I like horror movies too, man. It makes you feel alive.
Yeah.
Do you like horror movies, Mark?
Yeah, in small doses. Yeah.
Small doses.
I just cover my eyes like a wussy.
All right. Well, let's talk about our last coming soon movie for the night. It's Only God Forgives. Let's check out this new trailer for it.
I know it's hard for you, emotionally.
Your brother was murdered.
When?
Yesterday.
Did you get the guy that did it?
It's a little more complicated than that, Mother.
Meaning what exactly?
You can't go around killing cops anymore.
If the tables were turned, your brother would have found your killer, brought me his head on a platter. He's coming after me next. Please, Julian, protect me.
I'm just here for him.
But that's not what she said.
What did she say?
Kill them all.
I have a very special relationship with my son. He's a very dangerous boy.
You want to fight?
So the music is awesome.
Yeah.
I love the music in the trailer. Sick.
Yeah.
Story is Julian is, and who I guess is Ryan Gosling's character. Julian is a drug smuggler thriving in Bangkok's criminal underworld. Sees his life getting even more complicated when his mother compels him to find and kill whoever is responsible for his brother's recent death. I think that trailer, shows that pretty well.
Yeah.
So this was one of the big talks of the Cannes Film Festival. Cannes Film Festival. Excuse me. Again, I'm an American.
Americans.
I butcher everything. The reviews I read on it weren't very good. They said it was really long, and I'm looking at the running time, says 90 minutes. It's an hour and a half. I didn't.
What? That's like standard
No,
American movie.
They said it just drags. So I don't know. They said it was ultra violent. It's extremely violent. And they said it just drags. So I don't know.
I'll see it.
I think it looks interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I haven't seen Drive yet. So is it very...
I didn't
you
see
think-
Drive either.
I haven't.
So why don't we do that? Well, the next time we all meet up, we'll have watched Drive, and we'll
Okay.
discuss Drive on here. But this brings us back to the beginning of the conversation. I bookended this sequence nice tonight. So the first film we talked about, The Pusher, was originally written and directed by this director who did Only God Forgives, Nicholas Winding Refn. So we've come full circle.
Yeah.
The Pusher was based off of his movie. He produced it. After Drive was so successful, he was able to go make this movie. I'm interested.
Yeah. And I like the style of Pusher. I really do like the style of the way he made the movie. I think it was just the content that I was
So you
kinda
might not like
bored
the
with.
content of this one either.
But it sounds more interesting than
Basically,
Pusher.
if there's more body counts,
Yeah.
JC is more interested.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm hearing.
So let the bodies hit the floor. So.
Oh, nice pop culture reference there, Marcus. Okay, so next time we get together, we won't be getting together next week to do popcorn. We'll be getting together the week after that, and hopefully we'll be speaking about Pacific Rim and all the other favorite movies like Drive that we haven't seen yet. So until then, go get yourself some popcorn, put it in the microwave, and go watch a movie. Have a good night.
See ya.
Later.
Popcorn.